Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to join us. My name is Rita. I'm honored to be the author of today's live streaming. Now let's introduce our streamer today, Miss Tessie. Tessie, key account manager, Professional Market, Europe, Latin America, and North America. Professional products, fasteners, bare mesh, and roofing sheet. Winner by Sales Award 2018 and 2019. Winner by Customer Service Award 2018 and 2019. Winner of Products Expert Award 2019, 2020, and 2021. Now, Casey, please.
Hello everyone, welcome to join our live streaming. My name is Tessie. I'm happy to have a wonderful time with you today.
Today, our live streaming will have three parts: the company introduction, product show, and the flash sale activity.
Our main products are fasteners, including both nuts and washers. Please leave your message, and we will have a big flash sale activities after product show.
Okay, now let's move to the first part.
First, let's watch our company video.
Hebei is the iron and steel industrial center of China. Hebei Sinostar, one of the top 10 building material exporters in Hebei, has been adhering conservatively to its overall business philosophy of quality, service, honesty, specialty, and innovation since establishment. All our employees devote enormous time and energy to meet the need of the market, steadily boosting the corporate sales. We are committed to provide one-stop building materials, sourcing solutions for overseas buyers. We mainly deal in roofing sheets, metal pipes, fittings and barrels, wire and mesh, metal fence, iron art, fastener and screw, home DIY decoration, and other steel products. We now work with more than 500 selected and inspected mills of A level to provide our customers with low-cost guarantee. We also maintain long-term cooperation with world-famous contractors, wholesalers, and home centers. Hebei Sinostar has 6 complete management systems: CMS, or Commodity Management System, QMS, the Quality Management System, PMS, the Pricing Management System, LMS, Logistic Management System, FMS, Financing Management System, and ASS, After Sales Service System. We inspect and supervise the whole process of production, from mill sourcing, order placing, raw materials, manufacturing, packaging, and warehousing till container loading, so as to continuously provide our customers with products and services of high quality. We have our own logistics department and freight forwarder that are responsible for the last mile logistics, providing DDP destination customs clearance and third-party logistics services for overseas buyers. Hebei Sinostar is proud of its young, professional, and well-trained team with great passion and creativity. Together with the efforts of all members of our group, we believe that Hebei Sinostar will soon become a flagship of Hebei foreign trade industry.
Okay, Rita, now let's back over to our live streaming.
Okay, Tessie, it's a very nice video.
Yes, that's good.
Okay, we get to know a lot about Hebei Sinostar from this video. Now let's talk more. What's the advantage of Hebei Sinostar?
Okay, we provide one-stop building material sourcing solutions, and our main products including roofing sheets, metal pipes, wire and mesh, fins and gate, fittings and valves, fastener and screw, iron art, scaffolding, stainless steel, aluminum service, and other steel products. You can easily buy whatever you need here to save time, and that's why many importers and home centers have long-time cooperation with us over 10 years.
Okay, that's it. We have so many different products,
Yeah.
and how can we ensure the competitive price?
Yeah, we have mature supply chain and currently work with more than 500 selected and inspected mills, which enable us to provide the most competitive price for each of us order. For example, Rita, we received order of 1,700 tons for pipe last December. According to advantage of different mills, we arrange production in 13 mills. It ensures that each site is the lowest, and this cannot be done by a specific factory itself.
Okay, sounds very good. And another important question, how to guarantee the quality and delivery time?
Yeah, our customer can rely on our service or inspection. We set up a well-trained quality control team, and our QC will follow up every step of manufacturing process and ensure the quality, quantity, packing, and delivery time are in conformity with our buyer's order and related international standards.
Okay, and whether the inspection is same as a third-party inspection?
Yes, similar. After inspection, we will do an inspection report just like third-party agencies send to customer. Here we can show our inspection reports for our customer reference.
Okay.
Okay. We can see here now is our sample of inspection reports, and for our inspection reports mainly include 4 parts. And this is the first page is just like the brief introduction and sales contract number, and also the description of the goods. For this, the report is for the products as hex screws, nuts, and plain washers. Okay, now let's introduce the first part. The first part of the inspection report is the cargo warehousing and the surface vision pictures. And on this part, our QC will put the finished packing pictures to show our customer. We can see for this order is the cartons with pallet, and this is the inner box pictures, and this open the box, and we can see the inner surface vision of the bolts and nuts. Okay, now let's introduce the second part. The second part is our dimension measure pictures, and on this part, our PLC will put the total and all-time size, all item size, and the inspection pictures, and to show to our customer. We can see for this page is the screws and the hex screw, and the size is 8 by 1.25. This is a thread pitch, and the length is 70 millimeter, and the material is 316. It's a stainless material, and we can see the first page is we open the carton and show to our customers the inner surface vision, and this test. The picture, those toast the test pictures, and for this one is the head thickness and the body diameter and the cross west cross size, and also the body length. This is the box labels. Yeah, this is for this item, and we can see the next page is a different products as the hex nuts, and for this nut size is 4 by 1.25, and also the material is stainless 316. You can see here the first page also the surface vision pictures, and then we will open the card box, and this is the nut thickness, the across west size, the inner diameter size, and also this is the pictures of the marks. We can see this is a 4-17, and this means that the grade of the stainless 316, and also AYA is our company's label. Okay, and this picture is over the label of the box. And okay, for this is finished, and we next page is another product of, we can see this washers test pictures, and we can see the washer size is 20 by 8.5, and the thickness is 2 millimeter, and also the material is stainless 316, and we can see the thickness and the test picture of the inner diameter and the outside diameter. You can see the inner box, 3 boxes in the carton and the labels. Okay, you can see here for the second part, we will show the totally test pictures, and for the to check our customer to check the quality whether meet our orders requirements. Okay, now let's introduce the third part. Third part is our pictures of the container loading picture, and on this part, our QC will put the pictures just like the process of the loading container. You can see the firstly we need to put the empty and open the container to check whether have the destroy on the containers, and if no problem, we are allowed to loading container, and this is the middle process of the loading containers, and we can see this is after loading of the half open and close the picture of the container, and this is the sales number. And for this part, it's easy for our customer to check the container loading situations. Okay. Now let's introduce the last part. The last part is our cargo condition statement. And on this part, we will just sum up our total inspection report. And storage situation is warehouse, and surface variant is good order and condition, and the parking is carton with pallet, and the dimension is complied with our order's request. And who is the driver and the reviver? And this is the investigation date, and sometimes maybe also the loading container date. Yeah, it's from different the inspection date. Okay, this is our the inspection report to show our customer. Okay, Rita, I think after our introduction of the inspection report, I think many customers will know more about us. Yeah, about the inspection report.
Okay, yeah. I think many customers will like this inspection report. It's very helpful.
Yeah, and they will have more confidence on our quality, and very importantly, it also can help our customers to save the inspection charges, I think.
Okay, very good. And then let's move to the next part.
Okay.
The product introduction.
Okay.
Today's live streaming focuses on the Europe, Latin America, and North American market. Our main products are bowls, knives, and washer. And finally, we will have a flash sale activity.
Yeah, okay. First, let's together to watch our production video of the bowls and knives.
Bolts are made from what's called steel wire rod. After spending up to 30 hours in a furnace to soften it enough to be worked, the wire rod goes into a bath of sulfuric acid to remove any rust particles. It's rinsed in water, then coated with phosphate, a chemical compound. This prevents the steel from rusting before the bolt forming begins, and lubricates the steel to make forming easier. They form the bolts by cold forging, shaping the steel at room temperature by forcing it through various dies at high pressure. The forming machine first straightens the wire rod, then cuts it into pieces slightly longer than the bolt length. The extra will become the bolt head. Each piece goes through a die that makes it perfectly round, then through a series of dies that progressively shape the head of the bolt on one end. The machine heads up to 300 bolts per minute. Here's what the heading stages look like in slow motion. This die creates a slight collar. The next one turns it into a round head. Then the last die transforms that into a hexagonal head, the most common shape. Next, the machine forms the opposite end of the bolt. A tool called the pointer shapes the bottom of each bolt, creating what's called the chamfer, the part the nut catches onto. Here's the bolt before and after the chamfer. The bolt needs threads to enable the nut to screw onto it. Once again, they use the cold forging method. High-pressure rollers press in the thread pattern, as we see here in slow motion. This is the actual speed, up to 300 bolts per minute. During each production run, they take several samples to verify dimensions. They use various measuring devices, a micrometer to check the bolt's length, calipers to measure the width of the head, and a ring gauge to check the threads. To make the nuts, they use a process called hot forging. They cut steel bars into small pieces known as slugs, then heat them to 1200 degrees Celsius to make them malleable. As we see here in slow motion, hydraulic hammers punch the slugs into hexagons, while a die pierces the hole. Then a tool called a tapper drives into the hole to cut the threads. That black liquid is a lubricant oil to minimize the wear and tear on the tappers. The nuts and bolts now go into an oven at 870 degrees Celsius for about an hour. This gives them the required strength. Then a rapid cooling in oil for 5 minutes solidifies the steel's internal structure. By now, the steel is hard but brittle, so they heat the nuts and bolts for another hour. This removes their brittleness, yet maintains their strength. The quality control team pulls samples off the line, measuring how much force it takes to break them. If a bolt meets its minimum strength requirement, it passes inspection, provided the break occurred in the threading, the weakest part. Finally, packaging, labeled among other things by size and grade.
Okay, now let's back to our live streaming.
Okay, let's say I video my customers will know the production process of bolts and nuts through this video.
Yes, it's very clear to show our customers the manufacturing process.
Okay, now let's back here. We can see you have many samples on the table. Please, do you introduce to us?
Okay, today let's introduce the samples to our customer. And today we will introduce the customers, including our bolts, nuts, and the washers. And for the bolts, we will introduce the hex bolts, and we call it hexagonal bolts. And because for the head shape is the hexagonal, so we call it the hex bolts. And we will introduce the hex nuts, hexagonal nuts. And also we will introduce the two types of the washers. One is this type, and we call it spring lock washer. Also, we call it pressure washer, and also today we will introduce this type of the washers. We call it plain washer or flat washer.
Okay, and they're both nuts and washers or standard parts.
Yeah, and many divided two parts, like the standard parts, and also we call it special standard parts or non-standard parts.
Okay.
Yeah, for the standard parts, is our customer need to provide just like the specifications and the standard number of the materials you want or you require the stainless or carbon steel and the surface treatment and grade, which kind of grade you want to, and also like the packing situations and this message can quote the price to our customer. And for the non-standard parts or the special standard parts, except for the mentioned items, our customer also need to provide the data drawings is more better.
Okay, got it. And what's the common international standards?
Yeah, the most common standards in the world, just like the DIN is the German standard, also the GB or China standard, and the ANSI is the American standard, and also have the GIS and the ISO. And the most popular one is the DIN and the ANSI. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And what's the main material of the bolts?
Yeah, we can see here. For the bolts, is a very popular type is the carbon steel. Yeah, and we have other types like this type. Yeah, this type is the stainless steel materials.
Okay.
And also we will have the aluminum material and then the copper material. That's the most popular one as for in our daily life is over the carbon steel. And then for the carbon steel, we have many different levels, and we divide it into that's like the low carbon steel, the medium carbon steel, and the high carbon steel. And then for the stainless type, the most popular is for the application is just like the 304 and the 316 is very popular two levels.
Okay, so we have different materials.
Yeah.
And how can our customers clearly express their specifications?
Okay, together to website the specifications. This is the full name written by our guest, and from this samples we can find here. This is M4-0.7 by 8. Now let's explain the three numbers. And what the 4 means, that's the body diameter is 4 millimeter. Yes, and 0.3 means the thread pitch is 0.7 millimeter, and also the 8 means the body length is 8 millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think customers know how to express their specifications.
Yeah, it's very clear. And if you not have maybe sometimes this web page could not provide, and also you need to provide the standard number to confirm which web page.
Okay, got it. And we all know there are many different grades in a standard.
Yeah.
How to distinguish their grade?
So we can see here for our balls. Normally, we will mark the grade on the head. We can see for this ball is 8.8. Yeah, this is the DIN standard, and we will grade for this, mark this 8.8. And we also have different type. We can see for this, it's different with the 8.8 the number, and then we have the three bar on the head, and this is different marked style for the American standard. Yeah, this is a grade 5 for the American standard. And the most popular in our application for the carbon steel grade, it's very normal, like the 4.8 and 5.8, 6.8, and like this one 8.8, and also more higher like the 10.9 and 12.9. And that's also corresponding like grade 4, 6, 10, 8, 10, and 12. Yeah, but for this, how to distinguish for the high strings and the common one is from this 8.8 level. If the marked grade is below that, below the 8.8, just like the 4.8, 5.8, and 6.8, we call it all common balls or ordinary balls. Yeah, and if you want the more higher strings grade, you can distinguish from this number 8.8 level. Yeah, if you're including this type and also more higher about the 8.9, 10.9 and 12.9, we call it high string balls. And for high string balls, we will have the different manufacturing process. It will be the heat treated and oil water quenched.
Okay, about that. And let's see about the samples. We can see many samples here, and their surface color are different.
Okay.
What's the difference between them? Please show us.
Now let's introduce from this type. Yeah, we can see this type is different with just like the white, maybe white colors. Yeah, this with it can different. For this type, we call it a plain surface treatment. Yeah, that means we need and we know not any other surface treatment on it. Just a plain surface, and to anti-rust, we just maybe open oil to anti-rust. Okay. Yeah. And for this type is very different. We can see we can compare together. And for this type is more shining and white color. Yeah, this is very popular the surface treatment type. We call it white zinc plated. Okay. Yeah, this for zinc plated, we do the zinc coating on it, and the thickness about 3 to 5 mm. And also we have the different type of this type, and the different color with the white zinc plated type. This type is a yellow color, and we call it yellow zinc plated.
Okay.
And also we have a very similar type with the white zinc plated type, and we have this type. This type is a little different. Yeah,
the color is a little bit blue.
Yes, we call it blue white zinc plated. As same manufacturing process, but the color is different. Yeah. And this type, you can see here, is different color with the black.
Yeah.
As not the same surface treatment as for the black oxidations. Okay. It's also very popular in our inquiry, and also have this type. Yeah, compared with the zinc plated type, this is a hot dip galvanized type. Therefore, this type have more higher zinc coating and more good quality, and is normally used in the industry. And normally for this kind of galvanizing, we will do 300 grams to 500 grams. Yeah. Also, if you want more higher quality, you can tell us which kind of salt spray test you wanted, and to meet how many hours, like 1,000 hours or 1,005 hours, we will choose different surface treatment to our customer.
Okay. Yeah. And as we said before, we have two different types of the washers.
Yeah.
Okay, please tell what's the difference between them?
Yeah, today we will introduce the two kinds of the washers for this, the plain washer or the flat washer, and then we will introduce the spring lock washer. And then for this type, we can see the plain washer is very normal in our and common in our daily life. We can see here. For the middle of the plain washer is just between the bolts and nuts, which increasing the surface area of connected parts and reduce the pressure beyond area and providing the separate connected parts from being damaged.
Okay.
Yeah, and the difference from the spring lock washer is different applications and it can prevent the nut from loosen. Yeah, it have well when we will lock the bolts and nuts, it will have a pressure on it. Yeah,
Different types for different purpose.
yeah, different application. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And Tessia, the last question about the packing of the fasteners. What are we usually use?
For the packing, normally we will do the packing from our customers' different requirement, and generally we will customer will like the cartons with pallet, like the 20 kilogram carton or 25 kilogram cartons, and of course. Some main customers like the home center customers and the wholesaler customers, they want small boxes, totally no problem for us. They will show to our Fasteners brand two different box to our customer, and we can see here this is the AYA labels for our company's labels brand, and this is the small box. Yeah, in the carton we can see this. For this, we can do the 100 pieces or 1,000 pieces from different size, and then we also can do the 1 kilograms or 500 grams at weight. We can do the different weights from our customers' request, and we also have this type. This type is also for our home center customers. It's different small box, the materials, plastic. Yeah, so we can open like this. So it's no problem for us to do the packing from our customers' requirements. If you have many different inquiries on the packings, please show us in advance. It's no problem to meet your requirements.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's it. Thanks for giving us the introduction. And then let's move to the next part. It will be most of interest to our customers. Okay. Let's see what's the flash sale activities in your live streaming today.
Okay, today in our live streaming, our customer can get 3% discount for total size of the fasteners, including our bolts, nuts, and washers. Please leave your message, and our customer service will contact you soon.
Okay, 3% discount is a very special discount in our live streaming today. If you want to order, please contact our customer as soon as possible.
Yes, in Canton Fair is a very good and discounting this time. Please take this chance to contact us.
Okay. And then until now, product introduction and the flash sale activities are finished.
Yes, thanks for watching our live streaming.
Okay, thanks for your support. And now you can see my customers are contacting us.
Yeah, if you have any other questions, please initiate one-to-one meeting when waiting for you.
Welcome to the Fasteners live streaming at time 8:30 o'clock tomorrow. Tomorrow, we also have many flash sale activities on both nuts and washer. You can scan our WeChat QR code. We'll answer any questions for you immediately.
Friends who not caught our live streaming, please reverse back and watch our reply. Okay, thanks for everyone. Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.